All right, here we go. Bit of a special match coming up. Spawning up at the top right for Dragon Kites Gaming. It is Oliveira, the reigning world champion. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, it is Classic. Making a name for himself in a big way. Looking really strong overall. Extremely strong overall. Trying to make a claim to world's best Protoss right now. I think he is solidly in third place, but his results have been very promising recently, and he is looking really on point. He's feeling very consistent. Very consistent in general. All right, what do we have so far? Classic is looking around for a potential proxy. Makes sense to me. Makes a ton of sense. Probe, just checking in a little corner in case there's proxy Reaper. But there isn't. Meanwhile, we'll be Marine first out of Oliveira. And that tracks. Makes sense to me. Marine going to pop out momentarily. We'll be able to secure... Oh, look at that. Going to go for the... Command Center, just put it right down. Just plop it down. Even though it's out of position. All good. We do see the reactor coming on in from Oliveira. So it will be a quick 3 Marine opening, which will deal with the first Adept very effectively. But Classic, he got to see that there was no Reaper. That's a nice little victory in terms of information. That's going to let him know, hey, I can send this Adept out. Oh, SCV coming across the map. Very interesting. Going to be going for a reasonably quick scout with this. I wonder if this is just going to be, hey, are you taking a quick third Nexus? Or if this is going to be something else like... oh, hang on. Is he going for a proxy starport? Is this going to be Hellions? Oh, I wonder. We'll see. This could just be a scout. But hang on. No, it will in fact be something. He's building a proxy starport, but it's not going to be reactor Hellions. If it's anything, it's just 3 naked Hellions. Oh, Marine, one of them does go down here. No more production coming in for this this barracks. There we go. He does start up 2 more Marines. But it is going to be 3 Hellions being produced off of this. Oliveira, by the way, dropped a mule before repositioning the command center. Oh. I think that might be 1 trip lost. Oh. Looks like not too much happened. The 1 Marine... Oh, my God. No way. Oh, if he found this would be pay dirt for him. Oh, no! No! How? There's... How does a starport fit in there and it's not scouted? Oh my God, oh, if this ends up getting a lot of damage done, which it could. Now, it is Phoenixes. There's 2 Phoenixes out on the map, but they are going to be on the left side. It's only 3 Hellions, by the way. That's the thing, but he will have no expectation of this happening. Classic does see this as Adepts are in a good position. How many probes are going to fall? So far, it is already a few. Nice lift, though. Wow, that's actually not bad at all. Oh, 5 Hellions, or 5 probes? Yeah, 5 probes for 3 Hellions, and he is going to run down this medevac. Boost is on cooldown. Yeah, it's not getting anything more. It's not getting away. 5 probes is decent, but not really enough for the commitment. Especially since he loses the medevac, too. If you save the medevac, it's not so bad. The thing is, this is not like reactor Hellion, so he was pumping out Marines for a fair portion of this. And a decent number of Marines at that. Oh, man, I can't believe he didn't scout that. Starport does get found now. Would there have been enough time to actually kill this if he saw this right away? I don't think so. Phoenixes kill buildings very slowly, but he did already put 200 damage into it in, what, about 10 seconds? 8 to 10 seconds? If he could have... Does he even have any Stalkers? No, he doesn't. He's only got the 3 Phoenix as well. Will, of course, be Phoenix Colossus behind this. Knowing that the starport exactly when it comes home... is good information. Nice job, by the way, in the natural. Able to pick off 3 SCVs right there. Just dumping that Phoenix energy. Taking a little bit of a toll on his opponent. Oliveira does have stim, combat shields, and +1 all finishing up in about 30 seconds time. This is going to be a really fast timing, all things considered. Yeah, it's actually going to be a really fast timing. How many Colossus will there be? There's going to be a 3rd Colossus and extended thermal lance. Yeah, this is going to be very defendable. Now, there's not a lot of Phoenix energy. Oh, is able to save the 1 Phoenix there. He's able to pick off a Marine as well. And there we go. Fortune of Twilight Council coming on in. Classic does keep track of the army. Oliveira able to drop the scan. Oh, repositioning the army. Classic wants to go on the hunt a little bit here. Will force out a huge stim and a siege. Really nice job from Classic. And yeah, he's got a shield battery overcharge available at this base. He's got a good number of Phoenixes, 3 extended thermal lance Colossus. Oliveira's going to need to, yeah, chill out. And there we go. Behind this, we do have the... Okay, this is a great set of decision-making from Oliveira. Starts up the 3rd CC and 2 additional barracks, as well as the 2nd starport and Viking production. Oh, Oliveira going to go for a cheeky little drop as he sees the Phoenixes moving forward against him. Oh, and look at this. Lifts on those Marines. Doesn't even get any kills. Oliveira, 8. Oh, that was cute. That was really cute. So he didn't go for the drop. He tried instead to go for a bit of a... well, a very low risk, potentially massive reward play to just cut off those Phoenixes. But the Phoenixes did cut back into the main base. There's no missile turret here. So we're actually going to see a fair bit of damage coming on in. 7 SCVs going down and a delay on the 3rd CC. Marines once again trying for the cutoff here, but Classic does get away. Very nicely done. Behind us, 1-1 is on the way for Classic. We also see a Ghost Academy finished on up now for Oliveira. He is going to be hitting a very powerful 3 Ghost timing with a pretty decent number of Vikings. The only thing is his economy isn't able to support all of that just yet until he gets this 3rd base up and running. You can see that he's spending all of his money as soon as it comes in, and he still can't get everything. Classic, for his part, he's going to have +1 in charge finishing up right now. 4th Nexus is about to complete, and he's up a decent number of workers. Let's take a look at the income graph. Yeah, for the last little bit, income has started to heavily favor Classic. And Classic, this is a big army right now, but it is the kind of army that you do not want to attack what Oliveira's got. Classic, this is now a... He sees this, and this has got to be a bit of a moment. A, can I actually break this? It's all going to come down to the fight. If the EMPs land on the Archons, hit those Zealots, if the Siege Tanks get some good shots... Classic, though, is maxed out. He wants to hit. Oliveira doesn't yet know what's going on. Okay, he does see the army moving to the left side. Ooh, he's going to unsiege and reposition a little bit. We'll try and deal with this. Siege tanks in some really nice positions. War Prism into the main base. This is going to look to get a lot done. Oliveira, though, does pull some units into the main to try and deal with this. There is Zealots in the third base location, but they're not going to be able to get too much done. So far, good defense from Oliveira. Classic will recall the Prism out. Classic behind this is adding on higher quality supply. After that small trade out, he gets... Oh, hang on. We are going to see an engagement coming on in. Disruptor shot will get easily avoided. Oh, okay, does get easily avoided. And actually, Oliveira says, you're out of position. I'm going to gun down. Or I'm going to draw you back. And look at this, Oliveira trying to draw him into a trap. Classic will get in with a Zealot run by on the third base, and he's going to be able to deny a lot of mining. Disruptor's coming in from the top, but Oliveira's on top of it. He dodges them. Blink and +2 are about to complete. Ooh, the Colossus taking a lot of damage here. Disruptor shot will get dodged. Does hit 2 of the tanks, but is that enough? Battery overcharge going to try and come on in. Splits not able to avoid that Disruptor shot. Another one gets a big connection, and the Colossus are surviving. Will finally get taken down by the Vikings here. Does Oliveira have enough to keep pushing? Siege tanks in the back are really shelling away at this army. And here comes the landed Vikings from Oliveira. Oliveira has taken a lot of damage on the other side of the map, but can he keep pushing? Siege tanks do siege on up. They need to hit that Disruptor. But it is surviving for the moment. Landed Vikings adding on a lot of DPS. On the other side of the map, the third base is under threat. Finally, this attack gets cleaned up for the moment. There's the Disruptor shot coming on in. Will get 2 of the tanks. That's huge. And now the Zealot Warpins might be enough to clear this out. Liberators are going to be a problem, and the base will fall. 12 probes going down as well. Oliveira going to step forward once again. There are Zealots, and they do have 2-1. Oliveira does not have any transition out of this. He is not adding on more upgrades, more SCVs, more anything. He is going for it. Ooh, Disruptor does get 2 of the Vikings and softens up that tank. That's going to be the final breaking point. And Classic will hold the attack and will take game number 1 in very impressive fashion. Well done by Classic. All right, here we go. Spawning up the top right for Dragon Kites Gaming, it is Oliveira. In the blue. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left with an excellent defense. Outstanding. It is Classic. In the red. He really dealt with everything that Oliveira threw at him so well. Now, even with that, Oliveira still almost made it happen. Still almost made it happen. Once again, Classic saying, hey, you're probably proxying me, aren't you? Oliveira saying, no. Double gas. We go double gas. Yeah, Classic just kept so much pressure up in that game number 1. There was constant run-bys. Well, not constant, because there could only be really one run-by, but it was just pressure that made it so that even though that Nexus went down and Oliveira started making some progress, he felt compelled to keep pushing. Now, partially, that is because he didn't start up any additional upgrades, but I don't think he felt he could because he'd taken a bunch of economic damage. It didn't feel like he could transition out of that. Now, Classic does get the scout here. May not seem like he saw the gases, but he saw mining at each thing. Just goes to show how much the pros really prioritize every tiny bit of income you can scrape out. Every tiny bit of income. Going to be a very quick Stargate coming on in from Classic once again. He did quite well with that Phoenix play in game 1. Really on point. It's so easy, by the way, to like get complacent against anyone really, but when things are going well, oh, you got to be careful here with this Adept. He is going to shade forward. Oliveira does take a lot of damage on this one Reaper, but he will knock out all the shields and will do permanent hull damage here. No. Oh, he's going to lose both Adepts, or both Reapers. And he saves the one Adept. Great job from Classic. Oliveira caught snoozing there a little bit. That is actually such a nice start for Classic. That is a ridiculously good start, actually. Now, the one thing I will say is that Classic doesn't get to go across the map and see that it is a super fast Cloak Banshee. Classic, is he going to scout with the Phoenix? I think you have to because you've been denied scouting with the Adepts. I think you have to go straight across the map with this. He's not going to, though. And, I mean, the quick robo is nice, but this Cloak Banshee is actually going to be really good. It's actually going to be so good at this point. Okay, Phoenixes do get scouted, but they also reveal themselves on the Hellion. Now, big question. Do the Banshees manage to slip out? We have seen them going to the left side here. Oh, he needs this to be sneaky. Oh, the probe. Oh, well, he shows the Banshee. That is so bad for Oliveira. He will have Cloak completing. Cloak, Cloak, Cloak. Okay, he does get the Cloak up. Classic. Instant Observer, though. Only 4 probes. I get it. It's Phoenix. It's Phoenix. I get it. But, like... Oh, wait. He's building a 3rd Banshee. Hello? Yeah, I get why he reveals it, but I do disagree with the decision. Granted, he doesn't have the information I do. He can't know that there's no shield batteries, that waiting for 2 Banshees could have been devastating. But at the same time, I mean, he did still pick off a few probes. And there's no guarantee that these Banshees go unscouted. The fact that he's still building them. Is he going to build a 4th? He is going to go for a push, actually, with a few Marines, couple of Cyclones. Maybe going to try and snipe the Observer. Shield battery will get taken down. Banshee is cloaked on up here. Okay, nice lift on one of the Cyclones. Will get the kill. Second Cyclone getting lifted as well. A 3rd Cyclone does show on up. Here comes the Observers. Yeah, this is a very nice hold from Oliveira, or from Classic, pardon me. Ay, this is looking extremely bad. Oh, he's going to lose all of, well, I say all, it's only 2 Marines left over, but he loses the entire force. For just 1 Phoenix, a Stalker, and a Sentry? Jeez. Classic, save some for the rest of us, my God. Look at the resources lost after that push. Oliveira going for a big gambit here with the Cloak Banshee. And it doesn't pay off. Does not pay off at all. The push feels like a bit of a Hail Mary at this point. Now, what do we have for Oliveira? He is going for a 5-rax. This additional Banshee will get in. Is that the... That is the 4th Banshee. Wow. That is a lot of Banshees. And that really delays this timing. Like, this timing is going to hit at, what, 7:45? Phoenix is on the hunt for this Banshee. Behind all this, charge and +1 weapons are nearly done for class. Well, not nearly done, but they will be nearly done by the time this actual move out comes. Oliveira, he is going to be very heavily committed off of this 5-rax. He's building a 3rd CC now, and he is continuing to build SCVs, but he will need to get a lot done. He will need to get a lot done, and I don't really see how he can. Now, Phoenix Charge Lot is not actually that common of a composition anymore, but it's not just Phoenix Charge Lot. There are 2 Extended Thermal Lance Colossus. I'm surprised he didn't build a 3rd. He had the time to do so. Nice job from Oliveira. Does snipe down a couple of probes, but will lose this Banshee. Oliveira looks like he's just going to turtle up a little bit. And you can't blame him. Can't blame him at all. There it is. There's that charge in +1. Ooh, will this give vision of the observer? Not quite. Not quite by just a tiny bit, but it will help out against the potential lifts. Classic, do you really see this and actually want to attack? That is a lot of tanks. A couple of Vikings to boot. But, I mean, Classic does have a big army. It's a scary army as well. Oliveira going to get in position here. Classic, ooh, tries to lift the tanks, but the Phoenixes get gunned down instantly. Yeah, this was a very ill-advised attack from Classic here. And we are going to see the War Prism eventually going down. Nice target fire from the Archons, trying to take down the Vikings, but Classic with a disastrous attack. He saw everything. The only thing he didn't see was the missile turret. He really overestimated his ability there to take that fight. And Oliveira, from a position of being in a really tough spot, sets up a defense that is very strong. Classic just blunders right into it, and all of a sudden it's Oliveira up over 30 army supply. He does need medevacs desperately, but Classic is in a huge heap of trouble. Oliveira really just needs to wait for, I think, the next set of medevacs, fully heal up his army, and then just go. But at the same time, he's preparing for the next stage. He's getting a 4th command center, 2nd NG Bay armory coming on in, and the ghosts. Very nicely done from Oliveira. Now, ooh. Wow, he's actually going to slip out to the right side. He will get a cancel on this 5th base. Zealot run by on the top side and on the right. Classic. Oh, he's not in position right here. Stalkers. Zealot's going to warp in, as well as the Zealots and the Archons getting on over here. Oh, that poor Marine. There wasn't enough room in the inn. Blink just now started up. We do see 2-1 upgrades finished up here for Classic. I really love what Classic is doing with these Zealots, by the way. This is so nice. It creates so much terror for the Terran. So frightening as a concept to push out. But Oliveira is just pushing out with small portions of army. And he's going to try and find this Nexus. Will get the EMP to finish it off quicker. And he's just going to get out once again. Meanwhile, Oliveira, with this sensor tower, does find some Zealots on the top side. What is that? Two Marines for 4 Zealots. Very good trade, obviously. Oh, when a scan comes down, can he get that Observer? Does he get it before the scan runs out? Just barely. As the scan completes. Oof. Oh, Drilling Claws. What? Oh my god, is he going to do late game Drilling Claws harassment? Zealot's going to try and come on in. Planetary Fortress and Missile Turret barely not done, but they will complete. And actually, that's going to be a dead War Prism. Classic losing a lot right here. Oliveira getting some incredibly cost-efficient trade. Oliveira really... you know what? I said I would love to see him just go for it, but this is so much more stable what he's doing instead. Ooh, Pylon will spot... Actually, hang on. It didn't spot the army initially, but Oliveira spots the Pylon and cleans it up. Meanwhile, double expand coming in from Classic. He did lose his 5th base twice trying to build it. This is still a huge army from Classic, by the way. 7 disruptors, but it is an army that wants to fight and wants to... It doesn't want to attack into you. It wants you to attack into it. Now, this is a huge concave coming in from Oliveira. It is 2-2 versus 1-1. The 2-2 for Oliveira not yet done. And Classic spotter units are so good right here. Classic, despite that huge overcommitment on the attack. Oh, look at this nice Zealot run by. Coming on in. Will take down the bunker. And, oh, gonna force a little bit of friendly fire from the siege tanks. Meanwhile, big attack coming on in. Oh my goodness. Snipe comes in on the Nexus on the bottom side. Meanwhile, it looks like Oliveira got the jump on some of the disruptors. Only 1 or 2, still better than nothing. He gets another disruptor here, and actually he's going to win the fight here on the right side, or on the left side. On the right side, looks like, oh my goodness, a massive fight broke out. We'll have to rewatch that fight in a little bit. It looks like that might have been... I actually have no idea who that went in favor of. Classic is going to try and force Oliveira back. Oliveira will get into the medevacs. There's nothing to punish. Only one stalker in position. Oh, boost. Boost is on cooldown. There we go. He's got it available now. And Oliveira will manage to unload and saves the very valuable ghost. But it looks like Classic was able to clear out a lot of his opponent's army. And more importantly, he got this Nexus up and running on the right side. Oliveira is only on 4 bases. He does not know about this bottom right base. He killed this base, and he thinks he's in a great economic position because he knocked out this base as well. 3-3 coming on in for Oliveira, but Classic already on the +3 weapons. +3 armor is on the way as well. Disruptor shots will get avoided. Oh, we are going to see a big disruptor shot coming on in. Another one does connect. Classic. Oh, could have lost that one disruptor, but good split from Oliveira at the last second. Oliveira will move forward. How many disruptors are available? Only 2, and neither of them have their shots ready. Both disruptors going to fall. Zealot's reinforcing, though, might be enough. Nice blink forward, snipes down the medevac. That's huge, actually. That was a loaded medevac, and now Zealot's getting it on top of this base. Oh, man. Classic fighting back in a huge way. Massive fight back. Zealot Warpin going to deal with this little Marauder counterattack. Oh, ghosts. Oh, God, these sad ghosts. Oh, they're so sad. They're running for their lives, but their lives are forfeit. Meanwhile, Fresh's base from Oliveira. He might be wondering where Classic's money is coming from. But he hasn't figured out the riddle just yet. 10 SCVs do go down in a very short period of time. Meanwhile, push through the middle of the map. That's a lot of charge loss soccer, and +3 armor just finished up. Oliveira's 3-3 is done in about 20 seconds, but it's not done yet. Oliveira's still on a decent economy, but Classics is, of course, much better. At least at the moment. Classic recovering very well after that previous fight. This Widowmine, by the way, oh, it's only got 2 kills. Feels like it should be more. Classic will clean it up, though. And there's that 3-3 finishing up for Oliveira. Instantly finds this army on the left side. That is a lot of Stalker. Widowmine. Ooh, nice connection right there. There are a couple disruptors here, but is that going to be enough? I don't think so. Zealot Warpin going to get some good value here. And now a blink forward in on top of the Planetary Fortress will take it down. A lot of SCPs. Ooh, 17 going down. Finally, Oliveira finds this base in the bottom right, but it will... Well, it's already gotten a little bit of value, that is for sure. I think he recalled to it, actually. Huge number of Zealots warping on in at this right side base, this 6 o'clock base. Classic, not able to recall, but he is on triple robo. He buys himself a lot of time. Oh, dodges the EMP for the most part. EMP will come on in, but there's no recall available anyways. Oh, this is a big move from Oliveira. Classic was trying to cut him off from the back. Big blink forward hit on top of these medevacs. Will find 3 of them. I think Classic just realized which 2 medevacs were full and which one wasn't, because he targeted the one that was unloading units and not the other one. Disruptor shot will clear out a couple of mines. Oliveira does dodge the second one. Classic on a huge army supply and a decent economy. Not enough room in the medevacs here. But Oliveira... Oh, Classic does clear out the mines. Good job. Oliveira trying to force a bit of a base trade here. Widowmine's going to try and come on in. This is a highly chaotic game. Super high level right now. And Oliveira will sneak past. Recall is available. Oh, good job from Classic. Blinking on forward. Immediately takes down the command center. Huge disruptor shots. Do we have time for Liberators to pop out? No. Classic is way too on top of him already. But we are going to see the production getting camped for Classic a little bit quicker. All 3 robos are down. However, there's 8 disruptors on the field. Classic's army is gigantic. And Oliveira won't be able to get much out of his own main base. He might be able to lift a couple of these units out. Disruptor shot does connect on them, though. And, well, he won't get anything out now. Lift on all the buildings. Gonna try and get these out of here. There is a planetary fortress. There are a few Marines on the bottom right, but the citizens arrest probes get the kills. Recall is still available. Double EMP to disable it from this Nexus. At this point, you either have to make your choice. Do I recall to this base? Oh, he actually EMP'd and didn't hit the Nexus. There is one base remaining for Classic besides the main. He has to recall here. Disruptors are going to clear out this planetary fortress. Oh, he got some big shots on the center clump of Stalkers at that point, though. Barracks are going to lift off. This could actually be a draw. Oh, hang on. What am I saying? Classic has so much money still. So does Oliveira, for that matter. Ooh, Marines are going to find a ton of probes.
Your forces are under attack.
It is a huge army supply advantage for Classic. But Oliveira is still mining. Classic is not. Oh, Oliveira, look at that. He's targeting down the frontline probes. Does get all of them. Oh, barracks are going to get found here.
Base
Oliveira
is
doesn't
under
know about
attack.
this base in the top left. Are we going to see EMP? No, he's just gonna kill it. There's no recall. You wouldn't want to recall into this, I don't think. 27 Stalkers and 8 Disruptors. Oliveira can't fight Classic's army. There's no question of that. Not with what he's got. And he did just lose all of his barracks, all of his production. Oliveira is mining, though. And he's got a ton of money and actually a good number of SCVs. Classic. Hang on. Does Classic have any detection? He's got 1 observer. But, well, there's no armory anyway, so it would be fine. Ooh, Oliveira not going to be able to save everything. Classic will clear out this little bit of bio, and he's just going to GG. Oliveira GG's. He sees that his opponent's Nexus has not been revealed, and he is going to get the 2-0. Very well played from Classic. An extremely chaotic game, an extremely exciting game. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out the rest of my YouTube, and thank you very much for tuning in.